So hi guys, I'm just trying to do a challenge. Like I'm trying to flip this demo account. So right now the uh, account stands at 1,226 euros, and we are going to try to flip this account into 2K. So this is going to be a challenge. So let's see. I'll be recording all the trades. I think I have already took some trades earlier, and they were in a loss, but let's see how we can flip this account. So currently we are running in a trade where I just took a sell over here, and will be also using some DCA methods, that is dollar cost averaging. And let's see, I'll be also sharing the trades over here. And I'll be explaining like all the features of MT4, MT5 in the further videos. I'm going to update you on the trades that I took. And the I took some recently few trades and most of them were in profit. I did some scalps on some of the currency pairs. So the account was down earlier, but now it's been like it has gained few dollars. I mean the euros. So these are the trade. Let me go to the trade section. So I think this was the first trade. Yeah, okay. So this was the trade which I had took earlier and it was executed over here because it was near the support. Just let me zoom in on that. Reduce this. Okay, so we are on the 15 minutes time frame and to go over here, we can see there's been a trend line. Okay, so I just draw the trend line over here. This is the resistance and this is another resistance. So I drawn the trend line connecting both of them and I saw this break of this and I just wanted a retest. So what I did, I just took a buy over here because it came close. I tried to buy it over here, but I got executed over here. So what I did, I just took a trade and I put my take profit over here, and it got take profit got hit. So we made a decent profit on this trade. And next trade, okay, I think this is that trade only. I'll go to the next trade. Then yeah, it was over here. I draw a trend line over here. The first trend line. I mean the first resistance which I found out, and the second resistance, I just drew a trend line over here, and I just was waiting for this to come over here. I just missed this point, so what I did was like I took a trade exactly at this point, and I closed it just over here. So this was another trade. I took I took another trade over here on the same pair since drew a trend line. And this broke above this trend line and it came back. I took a buy over here and then I just closed it off at just 13 pips. I could have waited till it hit. Uh, I mean, like I could have scalped like around 20 pips, but still I chose not to. Like I closed all the trades earlier. Yep. So let's go to the next trade. Yeah, this was another trade which we took. Uh, just let me minimize this. Okay. So there were two supports, first, second, and I was waiting for the third support. So what I did was like I drew a trend line over here connecting the first support, the second support. And then when the price came over here and it touched over here, I missed this entry. I should have took a trade over here, but I kind of missed it. So what I did, I took a delayed trade and got executed over here and closed the position over here. think we covered Euro USD, right? Okay, let me go. I think I'll explain this Euro USD again. So again, it was like two supports. I waited for the price to come down and I bought it over here and I sold it over here. And again, I had the same trend line drawn. So the price broke down below the trend line. We could have took a trade over here, but I think I was not there this time. But I was there when the price hit again. So so like when the price came back and hit the trend line back again, I took a sell and the sell was perfectly going and profit. I just closed it over. I didn't wait for the price to go down. I could have easily took just a sec, let me check. Yeah, around 20 pips of profit. But I just closed it quickly because it was like going at the end of the day and there'll be less volatility. So I just closed the trade in profit. Yeah, yeah. There was this another trade. I think it was USD CHF. So for the USD CHF, again the same pattern. We found out the first resistance, the second resistance. We drew a trend line, and then when the price came over here, we took a trade, and then again this trade I closed it quickly, like with 8 pips of profit. I could have placed my take profit over here, but it's just part of the game. So I just closed it as quickly as possible. That is like taking just 6 7 pips. I think we are done with USD. We will go to Euro USD. Okay. So this is the Euro USD. I think I explained this trade earlier. So I'll go to the next trade. Okay. I think this was also explained maybe. Yeah. So these are the trades which I had took. And today is Friday. Yeah. So mostly there won't be any trades, but I have took one trade because I like the setup which was generated on GBP USD. So I'll explain this trade. So what I was looking for is like I saw two supports, and I just drew a trend line. We can also see the trend line being support turning resistance turning into support. So what I did was I just drew a trend line over here, and the price broke below down. And when the price came up, I just took a sell, and I'm just waiting for it to come down. So I can close this trade early. Right now the trade is in around 5 pips of profit. I think maybe I'll wait for it. If I'll wait for it to hit the take profit. Otherwise, I can just close it off. Also, I think I'm going to close it. Actually, the next point of support which I'm looking for this trade is over here. So I drew it. Just let me minimize this. Okay, just took. I saw this support. I drawed another support over here. So I saw two supports. I just drew a trend line connecting these points, and I wanted to take in the price coming over here. And once the price hits this trend line, I will be taking a buy and I'll be targeting few 10, 15 pips or maybe 20 pips. Um, at- so I also was like, I'll just see the and if it is hitting any other trend lines. So what I did was like I took this resistance. I took this resistance. I saw this resistance was respected, and we can consider this two resistance. And then I just drew a trend line, and since the price broke below the trend line and it came back to test the support, I just took a trade. I think I'll be explaining I'll be following up with this trade later on. Like I'll show you like what was the result of this trade. For now, I'll keep the take profit at this level. So let's see how this trade plays out. And if the trade plays out in our direction, that is well and good. Otherwise, what I'll do, I'll be doing a DCA, that is dollar cost averaging. And in the in DCA method, it's like you average out the price and you make the losing trade into a profitable one. So I'll be explaining like how I did the remaining of like how this trade plays out, and then we'll decide like how to go about this trade. So thank you.